Hello everyone. Today we are starting with very interesting series and much awaited series called Python. What is Python? Python is a high level. So when I'm saying high level, that means it is very much user friendly. The syntax is not clumsy. You need not to remember a lot of stuff. Just write down what you expect out of it, and that's it. And the good news is it is open source. So which is my second point. This is open source. That means free of cost. No license fees is included. It is general purpose. This is a very interesting point. What is general purpose? That means it is not specialized for any specific problems and is used to create various programs. So you can use it for any purpose. It is not any particular domain specific language. You can use it for automation, you can use it for creation of web pages, you can use it for the creation of softwares, etc. It is platform independent. This is again one of the best features, although Java also have the same feature. But if we talk specifically about Python, then it is platform independent. That means you can write once and run anywhere. What is the meaning of this line? Well, this is very interesting. What makes any language platform independent? When you have independence to write a program on any operating system, for example, I'm writing the program on Windows, but my colleague, my friend wants to use it on Mac. So there is no limitation for him. If I have created it on Windows, he can definitely run it at Mac. This is called write once, run anywhere. So Python's simple, easy to learn syntax emphasizes readability and therefore it reduced the cost of program maintenance. The best feature I like about Python, of course, there are many, but one of the bestest feature I like about Python is its syntax. I have worked with various languages like .NET, Java. I have not found any language with that simple syntax, easy to learn syntax. So, in fact, when you will be learning Python and going through this journey, you'll find it very, very simple. That's for sure. With that promise, let's move to the next slide. We'll go ahead first with the installation of Python. So, in order to do so, first thing you need to do is, so we're going to type Python here. So Python download. If you're using Windows, then Windows. Otherwise, it has, like, as it is platform independent, you can install it on any operating system. So I'm going for Windows. So here, this is the official website of Python. You can click on it. And here under download section, you can see this is the latest version at the time of installation. If you, at the time of watching these videos, if you find some new version, please go ahead with that. This is what I have found when I'm installing this. So this is the latest at this time. So anyhow, this is for Windows, but you have it for Mac also, for different operating systems. So if you wish to go with Mac, you can click on this. I'll click on this download Python and download begins. So now we'll see we have downloaded the exe file of Python. Now let's begin with the installation. So with this, you will right click. This is for 64 bits Windows. I'll right click on it, run as administrator. You will see one pop up. Just click on yes. It's simply they are asking, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? If it is coming, then click on yes. These are the two installation types. They are saying select install now to install Python with default settings, or choose customize to enable or disable some features. So we'll go with the install now option. It's pretty simple. It's installing. As we are going ahead with this waiting period, I'll tell you something about Python also. Python is a popular programming language, as we all know. It was created by Theodore Van Rossum and it was released in 1991. And Java first program was started in 1995. But why it was not so popular? There are many reasons. Of course, marketing plays very heavy role. Java was started with a lot of people. It was even the some of the platform was created with respect to Java, compatible with Java, whereas that those platforms were not given to Python. There is one point about Python also. It is slower. It is little slower than Java. But looking at its user-friendly syntax, nowadays people are approaching for Python. Anyhow, we completed the setup. So we'll click on close here. If you want to verify whether it is installed or not, what we can do is we can go for this search. look for CMD. In simple words, we look for CMD. And you will see command prompt here. Guys, now, earlier we used to type command called Python here. Now, we just type py and enter. See, it is recognized and they're saying Python 3.12.2 is there. And this is the version number. So this is how you can check whether Python is installed or not. Now, in order to execute Python commands, you can use command prompt, you can use Notepad. There are many platforms where you can use. But what I recommend you is to use IDE, one of the editors, of course. When I'm saying IDE means one of the editors. And the best editor to run Python commands is PyCharm. So we will go for the installation of PyCharm. Now let's get started with the installation of PyCharm. This is one of the IDE to run any code which is written in Python. So you can simply say it's an editor where you can write any Python code. So in order to install that, you will type here PyCharm community downloads. Guys, there will be two types of downloads. One is PyCharm Professional and second is PyCharm Community Download. I prefer PyCharm Community Download because it's free of cost. But if you want to go for, some industry setup, then it's good idea to go for PyCharm Professional. And there is a license fees associated with it, whereas PyCharm Community Download is free of cost. So we'll click on that. Here, we'll click on Download PyCharm. So this is Professional. We'll go a little down. And here we have PyCharm Community Edition. We will go ahead with this option here. So click on Download. So download started. It's going to take a little bit time. If you are downloading side by side, I can advise you to just pause the video for a moment and then you can download it and resume the video when the download is finished. Now the installation is finished. Let's go to the download folder. You will get the setup over here. It is PyCharm Community 2024.1. So you'll right click on it and run it as administrator. As I always advise that if you want to execute something, it's a better idea to run it as administrator, although there is no problem if you're simply clicking on run also. But just to take care of some privilege issue, we go for run as administrator. So we'll click on that. There will be one pop-up to ask you whether this device wants to make some changes. You want to go ahead with that. You can click on yes. So the installation setup will begin. This is the welcome screen. We'll simply click next. This is the location where it will be installed. If you want to change this location, you can click on browse and choose the location as per your requirements. I'm clicking on next because I don't wish to change the location. So I'm just clicking on next. All right. So here they're saying you want to create desktop shortcut. Yes, I want to. You want to create bin folder to the path. Yes, I wish to. So it's better to choose all the options. So we'll click on next. This is the screen. It is asking you want to have the shortcuts choose a start menu folder for the PyCharm Community Edition and select the start menu folder in which you would like to create the program shortcuts. So if you want to create any other program shortcuts, you can choose it. The shortcut will be with the name of JetBrains. So I'm just keeping it as it is. Nothing you need to do, just click on install. So the installation begins. Installation takes little time. So have patience. And as we are installing Python, we can discuss a little bit more about, Python language. Nowadays, it is very much popular. The reason, as I've already told you, the reason is its syntax. You are not supposed to define anything. You can simply write the code. So it's easy to learn. It is easy to use. That's why it is getting popular because as per the requirement, not only I'll say testers, even developers appreciate this because they save their time in coding and they can do the task which they are supposed to do rather than just spending time on complex codes. So yes, that's why it is very much nowadays picking up and it's really popular. And if you already know Java, then it is easy breezy for you to learn. So it's not going to take much time of yours. So installation is almost finished. We can click on finish. They're asking you want to reboot manually later or you want to reboot now, your choice. I want to manually reboot later. So I'm clicking on finish. And now we can click on search box, the search button, and type PyCharm. So we'll see PyCharm Community Edition. Here we have, so we can click on this. This is some terms and condition, user agreement. You can just click on I confirm, continue. Here we go. So we got the editor set up in simple words. You can now click on new project. And here you can give name to the project. So name of the project, it's written Python project. Let me change the name to maybe declaration or my first project. Better is my first project. Create a welcome script. So I want to choose this. This is the location where it will be Python version is there. You can check this. There are multiple Python versions. So this is the version which is detected in the system. That means it is installed. And after this, you can simply click on create. Creating virtual environment. So that's all. Your project is created. This is your class name, main.py. If you click on this, this is by default, the welcome script, because we checked on, we want the create the welcome script. So we got it. So this is how you can install PyCharm. And in our next video, we will understand how we will be using or declaring any variables. Well, thank you so much for being with me in this video. I wish you good luck.